Hey guys, Flabaliki here today and welcome back to City Skylines. So I went through from the last part and actually went and named all the districts that we hadn't done properly yet. So we got, it's actually kind of hard to read with all those bloody white buildings. But we got Ravensbourne there. We have, what else did I do? I did, up over here, got Sundown. We have Holborn. We have, what do we call this? And this is Maryland. So we got those new names that sort of scattered throughout because they were kind of blank for a little while. But what I want to do mostly in this episode is probably quite a bit of public transport. Even though we have a pretty robust network, we could still pull more cars off the road, especially this one. I would like to, preferably, I don't really want to upgrade this road. I'd like to keep this low density and only have one lane either way. And the way I was thinking of doing it was either, because I do want to get a passenger service into the city, a train, but not like as frequently like all over the place. It'd probably just be, you know, passenger services between major districts. So I was thinking, there was a suggestion to do sort of interchange up around here near the tram turnaround. I don't know that I really want to do, just because I think the monorail is a much more, like, I guess, heavy use of public transport within the within the city. So I think if we can do an exchange between that somewhere, probably, I mean, whoa. Okay, hello. That's new. Well, okay, here's the issue. The lights aren't changing. I found the issue. The lights are just not working. So I actually set up custom time traffic lights on this, which I don't believe that these are working at all. No. It never turns... Wait. They shouldn't be turning left here anyway. Hold up. I'm not really sure what's happening there. Let me have a look. No, they are not. I don't know why that's not working. So what I'm going to do instead is just turn it off for now and not worry about it. So just stop. Just do normal lights. Yeah, just normal. I don't know why that wasn't changing properly, which is very odd. Anyway, I'm just going to leave that for normal now. I'll fiddle with that later in my own time because that'll take too much time. Actually, the other thing I want to do before... Well, one thing I know that I want to do is extend this tram up through to Cumberland, because it just should do. It's just silly that it doesn't currently. So let's go ahead and do that. That's pretty straightforward, and that's something we wanted to do a long time ago anyway. So let's get out our tram road. This is going to continue down here. So instead of stopping there, we'll just move the stop onto this road somewhere. So it's going to go up. Now, I actually, you know what? Hold up. We wanted to sort of just cut this corner so we didn't have... That one, please. Wanted to cut this corner so we didn't have to go through that intersection. So we'll probably do a tram-only road just coming up through here somewhere. So let's go ahead and do that. And it might even be an idea to keep it off the main road entirely if we can do it. I don't know if we'll have room for that or if it's going to work out, but let's have a look. You know what? Let's have a look. So this is going to go, I guess just through like this, and then I'll do a, try and do a smooth slope-ish. Yeah, it's not too bad. So that'll come here. So it's going to come off just at an angle like that to start off with, and I think it would probably be best to avoid the trams driving on that road. So I'm thinking we either bridge across here, so above this section, or we can't go the other, no, we got to go here, or we go further away and down here and sort of maybe come across. Although I think it'd be neater if we can sort of get in around this area. So if we go, raise it up, go here. Let's just go 9 meters, and then we'll obviously adjust the height as need be. So I'm going to do that to start off with. And obviously you can tell that it's far too low. So what we're going to do is turn off Prop Anarchy, because I haven't done that. As someone mentioned last episode, every episode is guaranteed that I'm going to leave that on. So let's move this. This basically needs to be at least that high, I think, when a vehicle comes through. Let's have a look. There's a truck. Wow, that is a close call, but it fits. So that's where we want it, which is good. So that's what we know it has to be at. So I didn't want to go into landscaping. That was a complete mistake. We want to get out our tram road, and then this we want to join up to that guy. So ideally, well, if we can just do a, how would we want to do this? Like curve it and then curve back in like an S-bend kind of thing, maybe. So we just do like this a little bit. Let me turn on snapping, because that's going to make it just easier and neater. Whoa. Well, look, it makes it neater when it actually does it snap through I want it to, which I think, come on. What are you doing? How is that useful? How is that useful to anyone? You know what? Just go where you were. No, where you were actually sucked. Okay, maybe if I just keep doing it until it works. Oh wait, actually I think that's it. Hey, there we go. Stupid thing. Alright, so this is going to go on the ground, straight slope. And then maybe like, okay, get rid of all that stuff. To about, well, it needs to bend enough back outward that we can do a big gradual slope from here to here. Here we go. Yeah, like that. Okay, so if we do that, straight slope all the way along, that should give us a nice road. You know what? I don't know if we should go down because, well, actually, hang on. That's just level. No, that's okay. We need to go. It needs to go uphill there. I was gonna say if we just keep a bridge all the way along, I don't think that's necessary though because it comes to here and then it actually stays level pretty much all the way along, which is quite good. So that means we can do. I really wish that turn wasn't as sharp as it is though. Actually, can I adjust that because it's a little bit much. It's just a little bit much for my liking. If we can, oh wow, that intersection does not want to play particularly nice. Oh hello. I think that's probably about as good as we're going to get it. Otherwise, the tracks just don't bend that way. Which means we need to redo this whole section. And also remove these things out of the way. Alright, so let's just redo all that. Cool. Pretend that didn't happen. So let's go like this. I'm just going to get a straight section, I think, maybe. And then just go straight down here. Get rid of that. Because then we should be able to hopefully just maybe do one curve. Although the curve probably won't work properly though, will it? Actually, you know what? It almost does. If we curve it back a little bit more, just bend it a tiny, like a fraction more than it is. Which I actually don't think I can do that. Oh, I can do it here. Hang on. If we go like this, hold up. I got this. We're going to move this here a little bit further out, a little bit wider, so then it sort of bends back on itself. I just hate that it has like a really sharp turn there and then it's nice and gradual, but there's not much I can do about that. So this actually might be able to, yeah, this should be able to curve back into itself, which is great news. So what we're going to do, I'm going to leave it on the ground for pretty much all of this. Where's my road guide now? So I'm going to go to there, go to here, like so, and then we're going to straight slope like that. And then obviously it's not going to be like this all the way along. We don't want it to be. So it'll be... You know, actually, I don't want it like that most of the way along. So what we're going to do instead, I'm going to actually select all these points. Instead of doing that, I'm going to level them out to the height of the bridge, because then we can sort of see where it hits the ground and where we can turn it into a ground-based section, which is here. And then what we do is we level these out. Well, we don't level them out. We sort of slope these gradually between the two, and then it works much better. Beautiful. Then we have that corner there. It comes around, and we can buildings in front of it. Didn't mean to unpause it. I mean, we can have it unpaused, but there's not really much point. So then what we're going to do, select my pathways. We're going to get these pathways. This is not going to go at 13 height. It's going to go basically here to here, and that's really all it needs to do, because we'll do a tram stop here somewhere. And then, I mean, there'll be more roads over this side at some point. We're not going to do it yet, but it will be there. So that'll be good. So what we're going to do, actually, you know what? I won't do any more on that. So then I do want this to join back down onto the main road. So I'm thinking we go over this one, because I don't want to join that road, because that's also going to be busy, because that's going to go to our cargo exchange over there. We're going to come across the road down to, I guess, 8 meters. Even a bit lower should be fine. Yeah, there's plenty of height. And then it's going to come down all the way to here, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's fine. Just go straight along, and then we'll just do a 90-degree turn here. It'll be fine. And then it'll come... Oops. Stay on the ground, please. Come here, and then it'll join back to the main road at this section, which should be less busy than all the others. I love how it's destroying all those buildings. Wonderful. And then I guess, well, I don't know if I want to run it up here, because, I mean, I guess I probably should, right? Just because we've already got the trams here, so why not? It just seems unnecessary that I don't know how many people are actually going to be using the tram to get all the way out here, but we'll do it anyway, because we've already got the road, so why not? So that's going to come up, and then I guess for now, we do need to do a turnaround. So maybe we'll go tram. We'll just do a little tram road maybe. We can come through here. Excuse me. Come around, and then just come back. I'm just going to do that for now. It's an easier way to do it without having to do a little curved thing everywhere. So what we're going to do is then move this stop to here. So it's basically the same place. Do another stop here, because then it's near this section, and that's quite a good distance to sort of cover. Then we'll do another stop. Can we stop on... No, we can't stop on the bridge. We'll have to stop here just around the corner, so it's not on the main road. I think that'll be good. Then we'll do one just up here. Maybe after that intersection, before it here. Like so. And then we'll just keep adding the stops in everywhere. And then we'll just do one here. And then that should cover this area pretty well. Let's get you to stop there. Get you to stop here. Then we also just demolish... Oh. This. There we go. Don't need that anymore. Beautiful. And then that can just turn into, I think commercial is probably a better option here instead of doing more industrial, which we don't really need at the moment. There's a little bit of demand for it, but not so much. Now, we also, considering we've extended that line considerably, I want to add more trams to it. I think we were already sort of pushing the limit on how many we could have, like, or how many we should have. I'm going to go all the way up to 15, adding another 6, because the line is now, the line's pretty damn long. It goes all the way from up over here in good old Sundown, all the way down to here, which in Maryland. So it's a pretty long line. So we want to make sure that that's covered. And sorry to the... Who was the guy that... hang on, let me look. We had like a guy made the transit map. I don't know how to say your first name. I'm sorry. But on YouTube comes last name Ren. Who made this awesome like public transit map. It looked really, really cool. And I'm sorry because this episode is probably going to add a bunch more stuff. So we've done that. So get to add in that extension. Thanks, mate. All right. Well, actually, I'm quite interested in seeing if this is going to work well at all. Okay, I was going to say that's not connecting, but it seems fine. Wow. Okay, these trams are really spaced like fantastically. Thanks, game. Yeah, look at this great spacing of the trams. Fantastic. Anyway, this should hopefully be good. This actually, you know what? Hang on. We can change that road. I want to change that road because we do have I believe, a heavier road that is going to here. There's the trams in the middle that allows trucks to pass it, which is probably going to be a much better option. I'm going to turn off traffic lights there, though. I don't think we need those. I think that's a little unnecessary. But I will say that, say that you and you are going to, oh, hang on, give way to the trams because it just makes sense. Give way to the trams. Now, ideally, it'd be great if the tram could be in that lane and the vehicles be in the middle because these have to basically cut across other vehicles. Yeah, it doesn't make sense because they're turning right, they're turning left. It would obviously make sense to have it there, but there's no road that I can do that with. If I could customize them more, it feels like some amazing way to just customize lanes in-game. How good would that be? But anyway, that doesn't exist, so let's not worry about it. Anyway, so we have more public transport now covering this area, which is really good. So I'm thinking for the train... Here's the thing. The train exchange, I think, would have been great if I had planned it for, like, here, where the two monorail lines originally meet. If we had a train station coming in there somewhere, it's just not going to happen right now, obviously. But look, here's the thing. We're going to do multiple train exchanges. I think we can do one here. This is probably our best option for one right now. So I'm actually going to undo a lot. Well, not undo, but demolish a lot of this because we got this monorail station right there. And it's already a commercial section, so it makes a lot of sense. This area is also commercial, which makes a lot of sense too. But like I said, there's not really any room for it. So we're going to do it through here. I'm going to move... I guess this road needs to go. I'm going to remove a lot of this because I want the train to come right in as close as we can get to that. So I'm actually going to remove that too, and we'll sort of place it based on that. So I'm thinking for the train station, I'm going to use... because obviously there's a bunch of them. I don't need a lot of platforms. I don't want it to be a huge station. It's not supposed to be a huge station. I think I'm going to use a modern central station, which is a modular one, so we can add more platforms. Not that I want to, but it just means that it looks pretty beefy for a good train sort of terminal. It does also come with a bunch of subway lines, which, like I said, I don't plan on using them. We're just going to ignore them and pretend they're not there. But this is going to go right here. I know it did intersect a little bit with this, but it doesn't matter. It's going to go right there. So we're going to move, obviously, these buildings that are here. I think this one was a Rico building I actually placed in, which needs to go. That can't fit there anymore. And I'm going to remove this too. We might put something else there, but for now, it's just going to be this. I think that's a good exchange. This is actually quite good because we got the public swimming pool there, the monorail there. This train is going to obviously connect up to the region, which actually, you know what? Maybe what I'll do, I will actually do another thing next to it. Does this it just snaps to it? That's actually awesome. I'm going to do this right here because, oh, wait, that's not lined up correctly. Whoops, hold up. I'm not going to do that. Sorry, that's a lie. I'm going to do it again, but not like that. Like this. All right, so we're going to have two platforms. One will be the region, one will be the local line. I don't think we need any more than that, at least not yet. So what we're going to do, going to go ahead and get our track. This is going to go straight. I'm not going to worry about that road right now. We'll change it. What did I do that for? So this is then going to come straight out. Well, maybe not straight out. This needs to connect to the region. That's the one I want it to. So I might... you know what? We will go straight here. I think going straight is actually going to be fine. I'm going to turn off straight slope. I don't need that on. This one will come up. We're gonna remove this road. That road's not going to be ideal. So we'll change that up. We'll have to resort out this area in a minute. Okay, so this I want to have. I think what I want to do. So we've got lines over here. I ideally want the local line to actually connect directly up to the industrial, or at least go a fair distance. I don't know where it's going to go. Maybe actually what it'll do, we'll get the local line to come up here and then sort of head over this way and sort of connect somewhere far away. It's ideally what we're trying to do. I don't know where yet, but anyway, this one, let's just do this one because we know what we're doing with it. So it's going to come out maybe to here, and then let's go elevate it. And then I do actually want to... you know what? I don't think it needs to be elevated yet. Stay on the ground for a second. Wait, hold up. Go a little further back. Because I think I want to turn it a little bit this way. And then maybe bridge across straight here and then sort of turn back and then have a left and a right or something. I don't know. Let's see what we can... You know what? Let's build the bridge first. Then we can connect to that. No. You know what? I'm changing my mind constantly. I'm aware of it, but whatever. That's 8 units. Let's go 16 units on both of these and sort of turn it 16. Turn off that. Go like that. 145 degrees. We'll do this. And then we're going to go elevated. So by this point, we need to be about, I guess, 9 meters above the road, typically. So we might even extend that elevation a little bit further back onto that. But then this is going to be our bridge that goes straight across our highway, like so. And then it's going to come back down. Actually, stay elevated. Come back down. Oh, you know what? It probably shouldn't because this rail is so high up. I think we might need to do a little bit of landscaping through here. Well, you know what I'll do? Let's get out the terraform tool. Build a ramp. This is actually the tool I wish bloody Jurassic World Evolution had. So you could slope the terrain nicely between 2 points. Because currently you cannot do that. Yeah, that'll be fine for now. Oh, you know what? I did that completely wrong. So right click there, then left click here is what I meant to do. And then we can sort of get a nice slope going on this whole section. So you get a rough starting point, and then you can sort of smooth out the sections between it. And then you get a nice big sloping hill, which doesn't look like it has just been slapped in there for our purpose. Even though it has been, it doesn't look like it. You know what I mean? So it looks like, hey, that looks like it was always there. Great. That's what we want. All right, so then this is going to come out like so. It's going to be elevated. We'll go... What do we... I think we did... What? Did we do 16 units or something? I don't know. Not that it has to be 16 again, but... Or whatever measurement it was. It doesn't have to be the same, but I just want a curve that looks similar kind of nature. So straight slope. It's going to go like that. It actually goes uphill a little bit, which I don't actually want it to do. I would much rather it stay level until it hits the ground because it looks a little bit neater that way. So what we'll do that. In which case, that's pretty good. I like that. And then at this point is when we start going up the hill, and we should be good. You know what? I'm just going to leave the corner there. And it's just going to go straight up. No, you know what? It's not going to do that. I need to actually... I think I need to rebuild that corner. Oh, no. Should be okay. Go there. No, it needs to be a bit smaller. Maybe like here. Like that or something? That's okay. But obviously that slope is not great, so... It's a little too steep. Alright, so it's going to go there. Then this is just going to go straight up. And hopefully... To this point... How steep is it, though, is the problem. I think we might need to... Oh, I mean, you know what? It's not too bad. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, so this is going to come around. Turn off bending. We'll try and just curve it into these pretty neatly. For the most part. Like that. That's okay. It's a little bit of a tear there, but it's fine for the most part. Look, that'll do for now. So this obviously is going to allow intercity trains. This one won't. Even though I don't think I'll connect it to that network, but whatever. So then this is going to go... I think we'll follow the same line. I might see if I can move it a little bit closer, though, because it's a little bit far away from my liking. Turn off snapping real quick. Like, if I put it there... Yeah, because then it's much more compact, and I like that a lot more. So if we build at that point, go all the way along to here. Yeah, nice. And then we sort of... Obviously, they split out when they come a little bit closer. I need to turn that off. I need to... Yeah, there we go. So there, and then... Like that, hopefully. Yeah, there you go. Nice. And then it sort of splits out like that. That is not joined to the track. You may have noticed. I only just noticed that. So let me turn the snapping back on. There we go. And then you turn snapping off. And then it's good. Okay, there we go. That's better. Right, that goes there. And then we're going to go from this point. So we'll build the curve afterwards. So this is going to go... No, snapping off, but guidelines on. I think we actually need to be a little bit further away for this. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit messy. Now, I believe that was 9 meters. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. No, Laura correcting me in the comments is not going to make any difference now because it's a little too late. Okay, so this is going to be... Oh, no, actually, I was going to say that's going to be hard to do. It actually wasn't. So we do that, but stick it to the ground. Snap it. Straight slope. There you go. So then we have, basically the idea is here we have a narrow rail corridor where it's not taking up too much space, so we can build up close to it and it'll look pretty good. I hope, anyway. You know what? These probably could have been closer without it looking weird. I mean, we can always use move it and bring them in closer if we want to. We'll worry about that later. So that's going to go there. Now this is where it's going to sort of split out and go this way instead, I think. Don't know where to. Like we could do, you know what? Why don't we do a station over here? And then we'll figure out if we ever want to do more. I'll do a large station because I like the idea of it. Does it fit under that? It does fit under the tram, which is actually really nice. Oh, actually the problem with this, it fits under the tram, but it's not going to fit under that bridge there. So it needs to be further back. But as I say, it's really nice because it means we can try and do some sort of interchange between the train and the tram. Although the tram stops all the way over there, so maybe we should move this. But then it's really hard to get this in the middle of that section. I think what we do, we just have an accessible pathway to walk over there, and that should be fine. So let's do that, because that's going to basically give you a one-stop solution from here over to here. So basically what you could do, you could go, hey, I'm up here, let me get the tram down to here, switch to the train. Train goes directly to here, switch to the monorail, and then you're over here. Instead of, at the moment, you're going here, I guess maybe switching to a tram here and then going up. I don't know. It may be quicker, it may be worse, it may ruin our existing public transport in terms of the number of people that use it. Who knows? You know who doesn't know? This guy, because we're experimenting and that's all that matters. So we're going to go 20 units, going to go down. Like here somewhere, maybe 20 there. Yeah, let's do that. So that goes down to the ground nice and smooth, and then we're going to go ahead and just go... Actually, we'll stick it on the ground. Whoops. Stick it on the ground, and it's going to go straight along here. And then maybe even just do one large curve to that point. Which is going to be there. Now, do we do straight slope or turn? No, I'll turn it off because it's such a long distance it might be really bad. All right, so there we go. That's pretty simple. It's just connection there to there. And then we can also continue that line out, I don't know, maybe up north or something or whatever. I don't know where it's going to go, but the idea with the trains in the city, and I mentioned this in the previous episodes, I don't want them to be frequently stopping like the monorail. I want the monorail to be the main internal transportation, but we're trying to add more connections up to this industrial area, which is pretty bad at the moment. So that's what we're doing with that. Whether or not this actually helps us out or not, I don't know. This is just going to be our normal train because I don't want to use those trains from our other city. So we're going to use normal train. I might just make it white because oh yeah, we'll leave it white because that'll look okay. I'll add one train. That's all we need, I think. And that'll go. Okay, so that'll be there. Now, back down this way, we've got to actually sort out this area now because we've kind of messed this up a little bit. I would like to have a road here like we did. So that's going to be... We'll just use a regular road. We could even use this one. No, we'll just use a regular road. So where was it? It was here. We'll go... And it went straight along like that, didn't it? So what I'm going to do... I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go maybe to this point and to this point. So I can then change this section into a raised bit. Delete those two. And then I can just go like this. Level them to the same height. Oh. Level them to the same height first of all. Yep. Then, whoops. Raise them up above the rail, and then we can figure out either side of it a little bit more intricately. So this side should be okay. That's not too steep. This is obviously not acceptable. So we need to fix this side up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, this now is going to be obviously an elevated section. Because that works fine. That's nice and smooth. You know what? That's not too bad if we elevate it. Doesn't look ideal, so I might... no, I might actually leave that. That's fine. That's all I really needed to do. Alright, so that goes there. That still has the same sort of connections through the area. We did obviously delete one of the roads in the middle there. I'm not quite sure why there's zoning here. I'm not sure what that's zoning off of. Does it zone off the side of this? Does that have zoning on it? I don't know. Let me have a look. Hold up. Does this like come with its own zoning? Oh, it does. That's how it works. So then you can like add stuff on it. I don't think we should zone on it though, because I feel like it's not a regular road quite clearly. So I might, what I might do instead, which is cool. I like that. That's cool. Well, I might do a one-way lane like we already have here anyway. So I'm going to do one with parking. And it's going to go snapping off, road guidelines off, back to normal, snap to the grid though. It's going to come down here and it will come... The good news is it shouldn't mess up those two buildings I already have there because those were Rico buildings that I manually placed. So we don't have to worry about that doing anything weird. And then this will go... Snapping back on. And then turn snapping back off here and then there. I don't actually like that it did 2 different sections there, so I might just redo this bit. I'll redo that bit. Okay, so if we go like this, it should hopefully just snapping back on. Snapping off, but snap to grid should be there. Right? That should be good. That's alright. It's good enough. Alright, so I'll go there. Then we can sort of zone all this. Hopefully not have it weird and messed up or anything like that. I don't know why that doesn't have zoning in it. But whatever. What I'll do is I'll just go here, here, and all of that. Okay, so that should hopefully just refill in this area. And it'll be interesting to see if people use this. What is the access like? How do they get to it? Because it's like in a weird kind of spot. I also want to do a crossing here. Just because it's right by the trains. Where do they enter this? There's so many questions I have, and I don't know how it works. I don't know where they enter at this thing. I wonder if they can enter up this road here on this side. That'd be cool. Nice, like it's a nice raised sort of platform. Actually, I quite like it. So this is still good. So we'll have to see if we start having any trains coming in. No one on the train, because I feel like it doesn't really do much at the moment. It doesn't really. I don't even know if that is close enough to be useful. So what I'm going to do, let's go back over this way. Let's add in the, add in the pathway that I said I wanted to, because that's going to add in much needed accessibility to this train station. That makes more sense. I'm going to go like this, and basically I want it to be as close as possible. So like as time saving as possible for people to transfer between the 2 modes. So we'll go like this, and then let's try and do decent curves that sort of like cut across as quickly as possible, but it still allows for a good amount of zoning. So that'll go through there. Then obviously that's still very useless because they can't cross the road there. So I'm going to do a crossing right there. Oops. Crossing right there. So they cross the road, get in that pathway, walk over that way. And this is a pretty good spot for a park if we want to sort of disguise the industrial area a little bit, which is pretty nice. Problem being, because this is all polluting, I don't know that there's any trees that are actually going to grow. Because I'd love to do like a tree line here to sort of block, essentially visually block out the industrial area. Problem is, I think all of these trees that I have are not going to... Oh, look here. Look at all these people walking. They must be coming from the train. All these trees are just going to be dead when they're next to the industrial. Which kind of sucks. Although I guess maybe what we do... Do we have like a... We have a bunch of fences. Not a lot of good ones though. Wooden barricade. I don't think there's much I can do. I don't know what to do about that. It'd be a very nice like park area though to actually utilize. So we have 1 person waiting there. How many people are getting off though? 4. Whoa. Good job, guys. Utilizing it. I think it'll be more useful as time goes on though. Now, what about this section? I wonder if we have any intercity. Oh, hello, capital city. Wow, we got more land. Not that we didn't have. Oh, yes, we have the eco water treatment now. That's actually perfect. We can finally do clean water treatment. I would love to see, is there anything at all like planning to come into the city? No, no one wants to come into my city. It's really sad. People go into the station though. Yeah, okay, well, it's definitely working, which is good news. At least this one's definitely working, which is the good news. Right, what I'm going to do, let's get, wait, how do they get into this station? Does anyone like walk this way to get into it? Or is it strictly they all come from the other side, like through here? Central Station. Wait, where are we? What is this Livingston? No, it's Holborn, actually, that's in. So I guess it's going to be Holborn, ooh, Holborn Central Station. There you go. And I'm not going to bother naming. Oh, you know what? I probably should. Holborn Central Station P. Oh, Shift P opens that up. Damn it. Stupid thing. I forgot. I really got to change that. Holborn Central Station. Caps Lock P2. Platform 2 is the idea. Whether or not that will actually help me in the future, I don't know. Where is the train? The idea is now that if I click on the train, I can go like line details. And then, oh, that... You know what? I thought it was going to label this. I don't know why I thought it was going to label the stations. It doesn't. Never mind. You know what? Just ignore me. Anyway, that's going. This whole area is starting to fill in. And I think for the most part, it actually has. Let's go... I want to do... So we did do parks here, didn't we? I think we should... Oh, hold up. Where is it? Got a park here. Maybe we can do something with Lafayette Park. I want to do a couple of entrances, like proper ones. This would be nice. Just a standard city park. Nothing crazy. Small park, main gate. Is that intersecting with the road? Is that the problem? Kent Meadows. No, it's Holborn. How dare you? I guess Holborn. No, not Holborn. What am I saying? Holborn. I guess it probably didn't actually cover that area. Whoops. That was too much. That was too big. Smaller. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing now. You... Go away, Kent Meadows, you prick. I guess it doesn't matter. Get rid of this one then. That's so sad. I just wanted it to be that one. What is this now? Chestnut Grounds? Go away, Chestnut Grounds. I don't want Chestnut... Stop making new ones! Extend this one. There we go. I mean, we never really named the park. It was just... That was the name that we were given. So, I'm actually, you know what? I don't really care that it's not Lafayette Park anymore. Kent Meadows. It seems like... Meadows seems like a little extreme, you know what I mean? Kent Park. There you go. That's fine. That's not too over the top. All right, there we go. And then we're going to get out our little pathway, which is going to be this one here. It's going to go like this, and oh, it's going to say it's too short. Oh no, it's actually not too short. Nice. And then we're going to get out the other gate. It's park side gate. So we're going to get that was just up here. Where else would be? I mean, an entrance over here would be good. I'll probably put that in the corner. One over here. Be good, and probably one down here too. Just a bunch of entrances. I don't think I'll do any fences on this park either. Like, I don't think that's really useful for us. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. I feel like the fences. Yeah, fences. I feel like the fences are unnecessary, and I only do the gates because then we get the park rating. Oh, prop panicy's on. I thought I turned that off when I did Shift P. I thought I did it again. Clearly, I didn't. Where am I? I got lost. There we go. Yeah, I don't really want to do gates or anything. No gates. We did gates. We have to do gates. I don't really want to do fences. This is going to go here. And I think we'll probably maybe just do like a public bathroom or something like that. Nothing really crazy in here. I don't think we really need to. Going to go to there and just go like that. Beautiful. Then we have the other one at this end. Which will be like that. Which, I don't know why I can't just... It should just be like that by default. Like, I don't want it on the road like that. You know what I mean? Like, it just looks so much nicer like this. Okay, don't go -2, please. So then this will just come to there. And then Kent Park is connected to the world. I don't know if I want zoning in the park. And, okay, cool. So that's it. Nothing crazy. Are we charging for this place? We are. I don't know why. Let's not. I don't think we need to, and I don't think we should. Let's get out the restroom. Let's put it in the middle somewhere. We could do something. I don't know, like maybe like... But like a park sign or something. Oh wow, that's like the world's smallest detail that I'm never gonna see. You know what? Let's not worry about doing that. Let's get we could do like gazebos and that. That's always fine. Maybe just do one here. We'll just do them on the road because it's easier than putting it somewhere else. I mean, we could just put it there. It's fine. Yeah, a couple of gazebos. Probably some more trees would be nice. Maybe we can get some little trees, some happy little trees along the sides of the park. Some of these guys, are these big? No, they're not that big. I wanted larger trees actually, like big. Nope. Go back a little bit. I think some of the ones back here are larger. Are these a lot? That's a large tree. I think this one's also. Yeah, this one's quite. This is a bushy tree. This one. Actually, the other thing. Speaking of trees, we need to go through these suburbs and add a bunch of trees. That's the other thing we need to do. Get some in the middle here. Like, I like it just being grass. It's just a nice space, especially once we go through a lot of this area, which I'm going to do now with these trees. Once we do this and really add a lot more trees to the area in general, it makes the... I'll have to remove some from that area, actually. It makes the park look a little bit nicer, even that it's grass space, because the rest of it's going to be forest. But doing the trees, it looks so nice. I love it. Alright, so now we're going to go back here and actually remove some of the trees, so because like from above, you can't even tell it's a park, you know what I mean? So let's go here. We'll like leave the middle of the park instead of grass so that you can use it to like run around or, you know, just have a good time. Some of those. And we'll go back to trees again. Because I don't want it to be... It's not supposed to be barren. It's supposed to be enjoyable. Get some around the side. That's not even the tree I selected. I swear clicking this game is the worst. It just doesn't... It's like the game's like too laggy to like recognize when you click or something. I'm just going to fill in some of this area there around the hospital because it looks a little bit dodgy with all those cliffs. Yeah, clicking is like the worst. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know how to recognize a click. That's the game saying that. There we go. So a little bit of grass there. There you go. So now like it looks like you can see it's clearly a space that's like carved out to be a park. Like, look at that. It's beautiful. Same with like this one over here, like that kind of thing. I really like that. I think it looks cool. All right. So that's done. How is this going? Is this train doing anything? It's got 13 people on it. I'm going to assume there's a lot more people using the tram to get out here. Maybe. I don't actually know. Oh, there's a few people. There's 32. So is that this tram? Yeah, that's just tram. So then I guess these few stops are industrial. And then, yeah, it's not heavily used. A lot of these have 0 people waiting for them. I mean, this one I can understand. It's not really anything here, which is fair enough. Like, once we zone it a bit more, it'll make more sense. But for now, it's whatever. I'm wondering if we should do... I was just looking at that because there was a bit of traffic build-up. No, I think that's okay. How's this going now, by the way? Is this actually flowing properly now? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I need to see if I can fix that time traffic light. But I'm going to leave this part here. It was pretty simple. We added, obviously, in a few more public transit links. There, we did the tram. That's kind of it, really, isn't it? We didn't... But it was something that we had to do it. We had to do it. I think what I want to do... Yeah, I want to develop Holborn some more. And maybe if we can figure out where that train is going to go, probably over this way. And there's also been a few comments about doing like where the downtown of the city is going to be. I mean, it's probably going to be over here somewhere, right? Although, actually, how hilly is that? Let me jump into this. Oh, no, it's actually pretty flat. So I think this is probably going to be like a downtown section, because then you have like all this as like suburban like section of the city, like semi built up around here, around the sort of touristy area. But then down over that way is going to be the main section. So what we're going to have to make sure we do is have a good highway link, which will probably come from up here, highway. I think what we'll do is probably link... Maybe get this highway to just do a highway extension that sort of comes down here and then loops back up. So it really just does like a loop extension, but it will feed the whole area. Is probably the idea. Then obviously we have this main road connection coming from this whole section over there, this whole section. And then I want to do National Park there, and I think maybe the zoo will be down this way, or maybe the zoo... Well, if it is there, we can do a ferry link from like more downtown-y area here over to there. Have a ferry link to shuttle back and forth. Because I don't want to build a bridge. I think that'll look pretty bad because it's such a big area. Yeah. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below, but I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.